God gave you a remote rather than make you a robot. Grace and peace, everybody. Welcome to Sabbath School Study Group. This is it. 5 parts, living with Christ in the book of Colossians. Heavenly mindedness. This is going to be a breakthrough study. If you're struggling, if there's something that you're going through, God has a way for you because He made you with the capacity to have a remote instead of making you robotic. What I mean by that is that, when you're at home or if we're in our space, and especially if you're with other people and you're all watching something, everybody is watching something, but the person who's really in control is the one with the remote. Because whoever has a remote in an instant, change the channel. Boom, new program. Now that's over. That's the power that you have with a remote. You have the power of choice. With that remote, God has given you a remote. It's right up here. He could have programmed it. He could have made you like he could have taken the software, put it in your hardware and said, you're going to do this no matter what. But instead, he said, I'm going to build them with a remote control. Because with every click or with every choice, they are reflecting my clicking, my choice, because He's not robotic. He could choose not to love us. He could choose not to save us. But instead, when we needed Him the most, but wanted Him the least, He gave us Jesus. So I love Colossians 3 verse 1. We can click and says, hey, if you then be risen with Christ, seek. That's a verb. That's a choice. Look for those things which are above, where Christ sitteth on the right hand of God. One of the ways to get out of our mess is to look to the message. And in fact, God says sometimes you can't even hear or see the message, so I'm going to send you a messenger. When we listen to godly messengers, when we are listening and heeding godly messages, that is our seeking, right? So our seeking is our clicking. It's the choosing. And yes, the habit of seeking is no different than the habit of slipping. We developed a pattern, a brain wave, a neural pathway that when we feel this way, I do that thing. Now He is saying, I need to make a new path, a new way. And that new choice is still the same choice, but now you've got a new option, and it's to seek Him. Hello, friends. Just want to let you know, just in case you don't know, we have a new channel, and that's Sabbath School Study Group. You literally can click that link right down there below, there in the description. Go to that channel if you just want to check out Sabbath School Study Group. All the studies, all the lessons, they're all archived there. So we might stop putting the lessons here at Change Ministry. So if you want to keep getting Sabbath School Study Group, take the 5 seconds, hit that link below, subscribe to that channel, and make sure you keep getting these lessons. When we seek Him, look at a promise. Colossians 3:2 says, we set our affection on things above, not on things on the earth. We talked about the finiteness of stuff on this earth, why logically speaking, it doesn't make sense to get rooted in this earth because it's all going to end. So by setting our affections on things above, so by seeking those things that are above, set our affections, find fulfillment in those things that are above. We can't do this on our own. But when we have been born again, it's a battle, especially in the beginning, to do something that we know is right, but feels wrong. That's how broken we may be. And I'll use something really benign. You may not want to eat apples. You may not want to eat broccoli, but your mouth is telling you this broccoli is terrible. But nutritionally, your body is telling you, I need more. Bring it on. You go through that same transition when you're seeking those things that are right, when you've been doing wrong. And don't let the bitterness of the broccoli deprive you of the blessing of that broccoli. Because what is happening with every bite that you choose, every chew that you choose, that broccoli starts to get a little less bitter. In fact, that broccoli will start to get savory. And to the point that, yes, I'm a witness, it can even start tasting sweet because it's good. I love broccoli. You may not stand it, but the only difference between you and me is not our physiology, it's our philosophy, it's our choice. So when we choose, when we seek, when we set ourselves on things above, here's a promise you can take. Because He hath set His love upon me, Wait a minute, who's talking here? This is the Most High. This is God's talking about someone who has clicked on him because he has set his love upon me, because she has chosen me. Therefore, will I deliver him. I will set him on high because, why? I will set him on high because he hath known my name. I'm so glad that in that verse, all the Lord said was because he's known my name. It didn't say because he's known all chapters of the Bible. It didn't say because he knows everything that I need him to know. Knows or is even doing everything I told her to do. It says because he knows my name. I'll go all out. That's the good thing about choosing. For every step you take, God's going to take at least 1,000,000. That's how good he is. So let's take our steps. Let's set ourselves. Let's click that remote that God has given to us. And when we make that choice, as hard as it might be, sometimes you might have to battle for 10, 15, 20 minutes just to do the right thing. God will reward that choice with blessings beyond the struggle and with a testimony that will lead others to see that Jesus is not just the answer, he's the best option.